Harper One and HarperAudio present Ordinary Time, Lessons Learned While Staying Put by Annie B. Jones. Read by Annie B. Jones. Foreword written and read by Emily P. Freeman. This is Annie B. Jones. 4. Carl and Annie Ruth, Charles and Linda. What a privilege to be your granddaughter. Thank you for showing me how to stay. Still, there are times I am bewildered by each mile I have traveled, each meal I have eaten, each person I have known, each room in which I have slept. As ordinary as it all appears, there are times when it is beyond my imagination. Jhumpa Lahiri, Interpreter of Maladies. I just hate the idea that a person has to live in a big city in order to write. I hate that. Hannah Petard, We Are Too Many.
Forward. I met Annie B. Jones in the summer of 2019 when I co-hosted a group of writers and small business owners on a trip to London. My role on the trip was to hold space for conversation, to ask good questions, and to hopefully foster connection and support. On the day they arrived in Brenchley, the quiet village in Kent where we would be staying, we planned to take a walk to acclimate their minds and bodies to the time change, a feeble attempt to stave off jet lag. I have a distinct memory of catching a distant glimpse of Annie across the grounds of All Saints Church, a tiny parish near the guest house. She walked slowly through the gravestones in the cemetery surrounding the church, her tan travel pants blending into the landscape. And though she had never been there before, she somehow looked at home among it all, quiet as she walked, thoughtful and at peace. Here was a woman who seemed content in her own skin, easily pleased by simple things, grateful to be wherever she is. Years later, when she first told me that she would like very much to write about staying put and to craft a collection of stories about being a person who was rooted in a world that is rootless, nothing made more sense. I felt about her not yet to be book the way I felt about her. I wanted more. We are, all of us, stayers and leavers. I have been loyal to one man and one town and one perfect collection of paint colors for 25 years. Alabaster white, oyster bay, tricorn black, and sea salt forever. I've also said difficult goodbyes to friends, communities, jobs, and a handful of tired ideologies. I'm sure you've done some version of the same. To be human is to know what it feels like to sit all the way down for the long haul, to stand all the way up and leave rooms that no longer fit, and to carry the sorrows and celebrations that may accompany both. This is a book about a human experience we all share, but may rarely have occasion to talk about. The things you let go and the things you hold on to when you are the one who stays. Earnest and endearing, these stories are small ones, and I don't mean they are unimportant. Why do we so often conflate those two words? Rather, they are treasure-worthy, ones you'll be delighted to find and compelled to hold. The plot is a gentle one, yet somehow, impossibly, I found myself wanting to watch a movie about this invitational kind of life, one that doesn't demand attention, but lives in the kind of way I think we all want to when we grow tired of striving after sparkly things, of trying to prove ourselves, and of nursing that nagging feeling that something is missing. Hers is a life of meaningful presence, and in sharing it, Annie invites us to reflect on our own. If you could somehow combine the voices of Wendell Berry and Nora Ephron, you might get something that looks a lot like Ordinary Time. Welcome to a story.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?